As a counselor, you apply the scientific method in every individual session by gathering data, testing interventions, and iterating based on the results. This chapter shows how to scale that empirical process to entire communities through systematic program design. This framework aligns directly with CACREP 2016 standards for research and evaluation. The text focuses on 3 concrete outcomes: developing programs, distinguishing research types, and describing distinct evaluation approaches. Mastering these standards allows you to translate abstract clinical observations into concrete ethical care that serves larger populations while protecting your practice against scope creep. Program development starts by viewing issues through a wide socio-ecological lens to clarify the broader problem, like high incarceration rates among individuals with mental health diagnoses or a regional opioid crisis. From this wide view, isolate a specific goal, defining the exact intended effect on a target population. To reach it, establish tracking mechanisms. Process objectives measure activities delivered, while outcome objectives measure actual change realized. Both must be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-referenced. If you do not break down your wide-lens problem into these rigorous measurement criteria, accurately tracking a program's clinical effectiveness is impossible. Only after your objectives are locked in should you move to intervention design. Clinical activities follow outcomes, not the other way around. Every intervention must be anchored in a proven framework, like cognitive behavioral therapy or biopsychosocial theory, and use procedures, activities, and equipment that are completely culturally responsive to your target demographic. The final 2 design requirements are clarity of personnel and scale. You explicitly define the roles of every practitioner, administrator, and evaluator involved. Then calculate the exact dosage, the specific intervention hours or population percentage required to achieve a therapeutic effect. The most sound clinical model will fail to produce results if the cultural context is mismatched or the dosage is too weak to create impact. To manage this complexity, practitioners use a logic model. This graphic serves as a mandatory tool for anchoring your intervention and visualizing the connections between all its moving parts. The standard template maps a straight line from the initial problem to your goals, activities executed, outcomes tracked, and the final community impact. Visualizing these links serves 3 functions: identifying gaps in reasoning, communicating needs to funding agencies, and safeguarding against project drift. The data gathered through this structure feeds 2 distinct branches of inquiry. Applied research uses it to test the frontiers of new strategies, while program evaluation leverages it as a science for continuous quality improvement in existing services. Ultimately, the logic model acts as the critical bridge connecting your raw clinical ideas to rigorous, fundable evaluation. Relying strictly on experience-informed intuition, no matter how insightful your clinical skills are, is insufficient for scaling community care. Combining proven theoretical frameworks with the precise measurement of a logic model is the only way to prove clinical efficacy and elevate your standard of care. Review the logic model template in Chapter 4.